pump into public services.
Question number 12, Nicky Wagner.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister of Canterbury Earthquake Recovery, what support has the government provided in restoring sporting facilities in Christchurch since the Canterbury earthquake?
The Honourable Amy Adams.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister, the Canterbury earthquakes caused severe damage to many sporting facilities in the Canterbury region. I'm pleased to announce that the new Christchurch Stadium in Addington will open this weekend on schedule, with the Crusaders playing the Cheetahs in the Super Rugby competition. This is the first game of Super Rugby that the 7-time champion Crusaders will play in Christchurch since May of 2010. Mr. Speaker, the facility is available for use for a wide range of sports, entertainment and cultural activities in what is without doubt New Zealand's leading sporting province. The stadium is also an important part of the economic redevelopment of Christchurch.
Nicky Wagner.
To the Minister of Canterbury Earthquake Recovery, how did the government support the development of this stadium?
The Honourable Amy Adams.
On behalf of the Minister, the government provided funding and an underwrite for the stadium, and officials worked tirelessly to bring the stadium into being. The Christchurch Earthquake Appeal Trust, the NZRFU and the Christchurch City Council have also supported this ambitious project. I would like to pay tribute to the committed and passionate workforce who have literally worked through the night to deliver this stadium for the people of Canterbury on time in less than 100 days. This is yet another commitment from the election that the National-led government has already delivered on.
And that brings to a close point of order, the Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Mr. Speaker, I wonder if I could ask you to prevail upon you to give us a considered written opinion about the points of order that are raised on question 10 today. I've been thinking about your answers, and frankly, I'd like you to give me the logic and the reason behind them, because it would be rather worrying if a minister could avoid answering questions that way.
I'll look at the matter. I'll look at the matter. I'll only deliver a considered ruling if I consider the matter merits it, because I don't do considered rulings on matters that clearly don't have merit. And I'm not prejudging that.
Sounds like
I'll take a new point of order. I've already ruled on that. Point of order, the Honourable Bill English.
Well, just speaking to the point of order, Mr. Speaker, I mean, in those considerations, you are likely, I suppose, to take account of the advice you actually gave the House, which was that in the end the House can't say how an answer should be given. If the question is in order, it's asked. If an answer in order is in order, it's given. Whether people like the answer is an entirely different matter.
I accept what the member... Well, I'm not going to take this matter any further. No order, I've not. I've heard from the Right Honourable Winston Peters. I've heard from the other member involved in the question exchange, and I'll be looking exactly at that, because points made are perfectly reasonable points that, as Speaker, I need to be careful to make sure that questions are answered, because Standing Order 383 now? Yes, 383 requires ministers to answer questions, but as the Honourable Bill English points out, it is not up to the Speaker to judge the quality of an answer or to prescribe how a minister should answer. And that's why I'm not saying that I'll give a considered ruling at all. If the matter is absolutely within the normal standing orders provisions and Speaker's rulings, then I don't intend to give a considered ruling, because what I've ruled today is perfectly consistent, if that is the case on my further examination. Point of order, the Honourable Trevor Miller.
And I know I'm testing you a little bit on this, Mr. Speaker. My suggestion is that you look at some previous replies to similar questions where ministers say they stand by an answer from yesterday, as opposed to the question was answered yesterday. That then addresses and answers the question.
I can assure the Honourable Member that I'll be looking at a number of matters relating to the conduct of the House today. For example, the use of points of order when they're not points of order. And because I'm conscious that things have been tense today, I want to make sure that my rulings have been appropriate. And if there is a matter for me to give a considered ruling on, I'll do that. But I'm not undertaking to do so if there is no reason to do so. I call on Government Order of the Day number 1.
Search and